Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Sorry about the webcast going off, but we're back with you. There's a runner on second. There's 2 out. And Winston-Salem State leads 3-2. Reyes, 2-2 pitch, lifted into left. This one is carrying, and this one is up against the fence. 1 run will score, and Reyes will have a RBI double, making it 4-2.
Up the back of the Rams, first baseman number 21, Aaron Jones.
So big hits from Gonzalez and now Reyes have the Rams leading at 4-2. And Aaron Jones will step to the plate. Jones hits one deep to right in the wind, and that one will be caught by Dalton Johnson. Nice running catch by the junior to end the inning. But Winston-Salem State adds a run. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 4-2 Rams.
Winston-Salem State, 4, Armstrong.
Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field, and Winston-Salem State has made a pitching change. Junior right-hander Peter Schultz will take over for Jordan Carlton. Schultz transfer from UNC Greensboro, making his Winston-Salem State debut. Carlton went 4 innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, walked 1, struck out 4. But did not make it past the 5th, so he will not be involved in the decision in this game. Schultz, a transfer from UNC Greensboro, will face Chris Fritz, Chase Butler, and R.J. Dennard here in the bottom of the 5th. Fritz, 1 for 1 with a run scored. Takes a pitch low for a ball. Fritz singled in the 1st, walked and scored in the 3rd. Next pitch is outside for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch popped foul. That will be out of play. 4-2 our score. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning. Try and get you caught up on some other scores from around the Peach Belt Conference here in a couple of moments. A lot of action today as Fritz grounds this one to 3rd. It kicks off of Gonzalez's glove. He stays with it, throws low to 1st, and it's not in time.
Up and back to the Pirates. Third base.
So an error on Gonzalez gives the Pirates the leadoff runner on. And Fritz, in his Pirate debut, has now been on base all 3 times he's been up. So that will bring up Chase Butler, who singled in a run in the 3rd for the Pirates. He is 1 for 2 in the contest today. Next pitch, or the first pitch to Butler, is way high and outside for ball 1. One-0 pitch. That is right over the plate for a strike. The 1-1 pitch upstairs for a ball. Fritz leads away from first. 2-1 pitch, swing on and miss. Butler was late on the fastball from Schultz, and it's 2-2. Throw over to first, keeping Fritz close to the bag. Two-two pitch, called strike 3, and Butler takes strike 3 for the first out of the inning.
Up to bat for the Pirates, designated hitter number 32, RJ Dinner.
So with 1 down, RJ Dinner comes to the plate. He has struck out and been hit by a pitch in his previous 2 trips to the plate. Pirates trailing it by 2, looking to chip away as this one's lifted into left, but playable. For Moore makes the grab. First time the Pirates have been able to get one up into that driving wind in left field, but Denner just didn't get enough on it. And there's 2 down. So that brings up Clayton Miller. Miller 1 for 2 with a single. Flew out to center field his last time up. First pitch is low for a ball. Big swing and a miss by Miller on the pitch from Schultz. Evens the count at 1-1. Runner goes, and now ball gets away from the catcher. Throw down to second. Fritz had gone back towards the bag, but that'll be a pass ball on the catcher, Grassley, allowing Fritz to reach second. So the 2-1 delivery to Miller, down and away, and it's 3-1. The pitch from Schultz swung on and fouled off the screen. Throw to second. Fritz will be back to the bag. He had bluffed moving to third, but able to get back to the bag. The pitch from Schultz to Miller, golfed into foul territory. First baseman Jones will make the grab, and that will retire the side. Pirates get the leadoff runner on, but can't convert. We are through 5 here at Pirate Field. 4-2 your score. Winston-Salem State leads the Pirates. We move to the top of the 6th inning. 4-2 Winston-Salem State leads.
Leading off the top of the 6th for the Rams, center field.
And it will be the 6, 7, 8 hitters in the order for Winston-Salem State against Juan Vera. And this is the trouble spot in the order for Vera because Brandon Harrison, Rafael Gonzalez, and Tyler Hickernell have combined for 4 hits and 3 runs driven in. Vera's 1-0 pitch swung on and missed by Harrison, who has 1 for 2 in the game. Francis Marion leads Claflin 1-0 after 1. As there's a ground ball to third. Butler takes it on the short hop, throws low to first, but Zitrauer digs the throw out of the dirt. And there's 1 away.
After the Rams, third baseman, number 14,
Augusta State trails Carson Newman 4-1 in the top of the 4th. Augusta State will be the first Peach Belt opponent the Pirates will face 2 weekends from now. As Rafael Gonzalez steps to the plate, Gonzalez a double and a home run, and has driven in 3 of the Rams' 4 runs in this game. Vera starts him off with a pitch low for a ball. Big swing and a ground ball to short. Thomas up with it, throws on to first, and there's 2 away.
the Rams. Designated hitter number 24, Tyler Hickernan.
That'll bring up Tyler Hickerno, 1 for 2 with a single. Flagler leads Alabama Huntsville 1-0 after 2. Ground ball back to the pitcher off of the bat of Hickernell. Juan Vera throws on to first. It's a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Rams. Here in the top of the 6th, we go to the bottom of the 6th. Pirates trail it by 2. Bottom of the 6th inning, Chris Zitrower, Dalton Johnson, Will Thomas for the Pirates. Facing reliever Peter Schultz, who's into his 2nd inning of work for the Rams. Zitrower doubled and scored in the 4th inning. Looks at a 1-0 strike, making it 1-1. Armstrong Spring Sports starting this weekend for almost all of the Pirates spring sports. As there's one hit into left field. This one is carrying, and this one is off the fence. No, gone. It was off the net. And Chris Zitrower has a solo home run to make it 4-3. Zitrower, with his 11th career home run as a Pirate, brings Armstrong back to within 1. So finally the Pirates take advantage of that left field breeze. Although that one was hit very solidly by Zitrower, that may have been gone without the breeze.
To back the Pirates, right fielder number 3, Dalton Johnson.
And the Pirates are back to within 1. That brings up Dalton Johnson, who is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. First pitch is low for a ball. Pirates with single runs in the 3rd, 4th, and now 6th innings. Winston Salem State, 3 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th. Pitch is high and outside to Dalton Johnson. It's 2-0. Native of Petaluma, California. Johnson is a native of Santa Rosa, California. He played at his hometown junior college. Hits this one into center field, but drifting back, and that's over the head of the center fielder, Harrison. So Johnson will pull up into second base with a double. And Dalton Johnson now represents the tying run as he doubles off of Schultz.
The shortstop, number 6, Will Thomas.
And that'll bring up Will Thomas, who drove in a run with an infield single his last time up. He is 1 for 2. Schultz looks the runner. Johnson back at second. Thomas batting, looking to see if the sacrifice is on here to try and move Johnson to third. Nobody out in the inning. A home run by Chris Zitrauer, a double by Dalton Johnson. Schultz's first pitch is taken for a strike, and Thomas was not bunting. Gonzalez was charging hard from third. The 0-1 pitch, now Thomas bunts, and it's a good one. Schultz will have to field it, throw on to first, only play, and the sacrifice is successful, moving Johnson to third.
Up the back of the Pirates, second baseman, number 17, Mike Barnhill.
So that'll bring up Mike Barnhill. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out is Barnhill. Schultz bluffs a throw to third. Dalton Johnson back to the bag with only one out. Plenty of options here for the Pirates. You can squeeze the tying run home. You can try and get the ball to the outfield, as there's a strike on the outside corner. Infield is in for the Rams here. Swinging a pop foul, that's going to get out of play, and it's now 0-2 on Mike Barnhill. So you would think that would take away the bunt option. Corners will retreat. The 0-2 pitch from Schultz hit into right field, and that's going to be caught. We're going to have a play at the plate. The throw is up the line and actually cut off by the pitcher, so the sacrifice fly by Mike Barnhill ties this game up at 4 apiece.
To back for the Pirates, center fielder, number 7, Casey Maloney.
So 2 runs for the Pirates in the inning. The home run by Zitrauer, the sacrifice fly by Barnhill, and it's all knotted up at 4 apiece as we go back to the top of the order for Casey Maloney. Maloney 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice. He has flied out once. Looks at a pitch low for a ball. We are in the bottom of the 6th. 4 runs, 7 hits for the Pirates. 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for Winston Salem State. Ground ball to short. Tough hop, but a nice play for Paco Martin, and that retires Maloney for the final out. But the Pirates strike twice. We are going to the top of the 7th, all tied at 4.
off the top of the seventh for the Rams.
We go to the top of the seventh inning.
Christopher Constantine.
Chris Constantine. And the first pitch from Juan Vera is high for a ball. Constantine is 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. Swinging a fly ball into left field. This one is carrying, but it's also curving in foul territory. And Fritz can't make a play on it. Just shy of the fence in foul territory. It will fall for a strike. That wind is still blowing at a pretty good clip out towards left. But it's angled a little bit more towards foul territory now. And that one definitely got caught up in that wind. Drifted foul. The 0-1 pitch from Vera. Grounded up the middle. That'll be a base hit. So Constantine is the leadoff
Up to bat for the Rams, left fielder number 4.
runner for the Rams here in the seventh inning. And it brings up Travis Moore, the left fielder. Moore walked and scored in the fifth. So he's 0 for 2 officially. We're going to get a time called here as the third base coach for Winston Salem State is going to talk to Moore. Runner on first, nobody out. 1-0 count on Travis Moore, the left fielder. Pitch from Vera is letter high for a strike, and it's 1-1. Pitch bounces in front of the plate and gets Clayton Miller. So a wild pitch for Vera will move the runner, Constantine, over to second. Moore showed bunt, but that one was about 59 feet. No chance for Miller to block it, and the go-ahead run is in scoring position for the Rams with nobody out. And assistant coach Calvin Culberson for Armstrong out to talk things over with Juan Vera, and it looks like he might be making a move to the bullpen. So we'll tell you about the new pitcher, and when we come back, you're listening to Pirate Baseball.
pitching for the Pirates.
The new pitcher for Armstrong is junior right-hander Dylan Morrow. Morrow comes in, inherits a 2-1 count on Moore with a runner on second and nobody out here in the 7th inning. Vera went 6+ innings, gave up 7 hits, 4 runs, walked 2, struck out 2. And Morrow's first pitch is popped up in the infield. Will Thomas will make the grab for the first out of the inning. So a big out there as Constantine stays at second. And Paco Martin is up. Morrow, a 6'1" junior from San Luis Obispo, California. Played at Alona College last year. Went 6-3 with a 2.97 earned run average. Played his freshman year at San Jose State University, but only saw action in 1 game for the Aztecs. And Morrow will now face Martin, who is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice. Line drive into right field. That is a base hit, but it's hit sharply, so Constantine cannot try and score from second.
Up to bat for the Rams, the catcher, number 5, Levi Grassley.
First hit of the game for Martin, and it puts runners on the corners for Levi Grassley. Grassley 0 for 2 with a walk. Runners at first and third, 1 out. Pirates would love a double play ball here to get out of the inning. With the catcher Grassley at the plate. Morrow in relief of Vera starts off Grassley with a strike. Morrow checks the runner at first. The 0-1 pitch. In the dirt, blocked. No, Miller can't find the ball. And the run is going to score. On the wild pitch by Morrow, it's now 5-4. And that's twice that Miller has really had no shot at balls thrown in the dirt. The one by Vera earlier. And then this one by Morrow. So Winston Salem State retakes the lead on the wild pitch. It's 5-4. One pitch, fastball high, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 delivery from Morrow to Grassley, high again, and it's 3-1. Martin leads away from second. The 3-1 pitch hit foul down the right side over towards the tennis courts. And the count runs full. Three balls, 2 strikes. Dylan Morrow delivers the full count pitch to Grassley. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and that's the second out of the inning. So that will bring up Herman Reyes, the second baseman. Doubled in a run his last time up. He's 1 for 3 in the game. Morrow's first pitch is on the inside corner for a strike. And it's 0-1. Morrow's 0-1 pitch topped to third. Tough play for Butler. Charges hard, throws to first, and that will retire the side. But the Rams fight back. They pick up a run. We head to the bottom of the seventh. It's the seventh inning stretch. Stand up wherever you are. Pirates trail at 5-4. We head to the bottom of the seventh inning. 5-4 our score. Back and forth game here at Pirate Field on opening day. 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for Winston Salem State. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Pirates. And first pitch swinging is Chris Fritz, and he pops this one up in the infield. Second baseman Herman Reyes will make the catch for out number 1. First time that Fritz has been retired today. And it brings up Butler, who was 1 for 3 with an RBI single. First pitch from Schultz is right over the plate for a strike. Battle of the relievers right now, both Vera and Carlton out of the game, the respective starting pitchers here on opening day. Well, it's Peter Schultz in his third inning of work for the Rams. Dylan Morrow came in the top of the seventh as that pitch is upstairs. Although Vera is on hook for the loss right now, he's given up all 5 runs to the Rams in this contest. 2-1 pitch from Schultz. Popped up behind the plate. That's going to hit in the stands for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on Chase Butler. Swinging a foul at the plate. Butler stays alive. Tomorrow, Pirates will face the Rams in a doubleheader beginning at 11. Armstrong softball opens up the season tomorrow in Columbus State as that pitch is low. Armstrong women's golf opens up its spring season over at Kiowa Island, taking part in the Tusculum College Invitational. Women's golfers had a great fall. They did not finish lower than 5th in any tournament they played in the fall. Looking to advance to the NCAA tournament for the first time as a team. Sophomore Jenna Birch advanced individually last year, and they won their first conference title in 2012. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch again to Butler is fouled off. So a good at bat here for Butler. He's fouled off several pitches from Schultz and has worked a full count. The 3-2 pitch again. Popped up again. Foul territory. The first baseman can't make a play on it. Jones slid just shy of the fence, and it hits for a foul ball. Tenth pitch in the at-bat coming up between Schultz and Butler. And it hits him. So Chase Butler with a real professional at-bat there. He sees a lot of pitches and then finally gets on as he's hit by the Peter Schultz pitch. And it brings up R.J. Dennard, who is 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch back in the 3rd inning. Butler leads away from first. He represents the tying run. Dennard looks at a strike at the belt, and it's 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. That is a strike, and Schultz quickly ahead of Dennard here, 0-2. Time call by Dennard before Schultz could deliver the 0-2 pitch. Oh-2 pitch poked towards right field, and that's going to get through for a base hit. So R.J. Dennard, with a seeing eye single through the right side of the infield, puts runners at the corners with 1 out for Chris Zitrauer. Or excuse me, Clayton Miller. Miller 1 for 3 with a single. Fouled out his last time up. He singled in the the 2nd inning, and flew out in the 3rd. But a chance to tie the ball game here with a runner on 3rd and less than 2 out. Throw over to first. Dennard back to the bag. First pitch to Miller is well upstairs for a ball. No action in the Winston Salem State bullpen, so Schultz will have to work out of trouble on his own here. The 1-0 pitch fouled off by Miller, and it's 1-1. Pitch in the dirt, but blocked by Grassley. Neither runner can advance, so it's 2-1. The 2-1 delivery popped up in the infield. And that will be gloved by the first baseman, Aaron Jones, on the pitcher's mound. Schultz was in position and then quickly got out of the way.
First baseman, number 23, Chris Zitrauer.
But Now it's going to take a 2-out hit from Chris Zitrower if the Pirates want to tie this game. Of course, Zitrower's last time up, it was a solo home run to left field. He is 2 for 3 in this game with a double and a homer. Schultz's first pitch, check swing foul. Didn't mean to, and it hit off the bat into the net for strike one. Redshirt senior from Guyton, Georgia. Again, had a 23-game hitting streak last year. Hits this one into left, and that is going to drop and get all the way to the fence. Dennard's hustling. He's going to have to stay at third, but a double for Zitrower has tied this game up. It is 5-5.
Up the back to the Pirates, right fielder, number 3, Dalton Johnson.
So Chris Zitrower has driven in the last 2 runs for the Pirates. Or 2 of the last 3, excuse me. He is 3 for 4 in the game. And now the Pirates have a chance to take the lead. They have not led since the 3rd inning in this game. As Dalton Johnson steps to the plate, Johnson doubled his last time up. He is 1 for 3. He takes a pitch outside for ball 1. 5-5 our score. Bottom of the 7th inning. R.J. Dennard is on at third. Chris Zitrower is on at second. Johnson looks at a pitch for a ball, and it's 2-0. And now we're going to get some activity in the Winston Salem State bullpen. John Markley, a right-hander, is going to start throwing for the Rams. Swinging a ground ball up the middle, fielded by the shortstop. Throw in the dirt, and it's a nice scoop at first by Jones to retire the side, but the Pirates tie it up on the RBI double by Chris Zitrower. We go to the top of the 8th, all tied at 5. Chad Jackson back with you here at Pirate Field. Top of the 8th inning on opening day. A good one for you. Back and forth. 5-5 our score. And for Winston-Salem State, it'll be Aaron Jones, Brandon Harrison, and Rafael Gonzalez facing Dylan Morrow, who begins his 2nd inning of work. Jones's first pitch swung on and missed on the off-speed pitch for Morrow, and it's 0-1. Jones 1 for 3 with a single in this contest. CIAA's Player of the Year last year licks at a strike at the letters, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch down in the dirt, taken for a ball. 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Rams. 5 runs, 9 hits for the Pirates. The biggest lead that either team has had in this game has been just 2 runs. 1-2 pitch down and away for a ball. And the 2-2 pitch hits him. So Morrow started off 0-2 on Jones, but a couple of pitches low, and then finally hits him. And the Rams have the leadoff runner on for a second straight inning. As Brandon Harrison comes to the plate. Harrison 1 for 3 with a single. Grounded out to third his last time up. First pitch is popped up right side of the infield. Mike Barnhill, straddling the outfield grass and the infield clay, makes the grab for out number 1.
Up to bat for the Rams, third baseman, number 14.
That'll bring up Rafael Gonzalez. 2 for 3 with a double and a 3-run home run. That came back in the 4th inning. Grounded out to short his last time up. First pitch from Morrow popped up. Zitrauer in fair territory makes the grab, and that is out number 2. So after hitting Jones, 2 big pop-ups induced by Morrow. And that brings up the designated hitter, Tyler Hickernell.
Up to bat for the Rams, the designated hitter, number 24, Tyler Hickernell.
Hickernell grounded back to the pitcher his last time up. He is 1 for 3 with a single. First pitch to him is outside. Hickernell held his swing. It's 1-0. Next pitch is high and inside. Augusta State has come back against Carson Newman, leads 9-4 in the bottom of the 5th. Next pitch high, snap throw down to first, but Jones back to the bag. Francis Marion tied with Claflin 1-1 in the 4th inning. 3-0 pitch is a strike. Hickernell thought he had drawn a walk, but Morrow comes up with a strike. Three-one pitch, that is high, and ball 4 issued. So now the go-ahead run is in scoring position for Chris Constantine, the right fielder.
Up to bat for the Rams, right fielder, number 31, Christopher Constantine.
Constantine singled his last time up. He is 1 for 3 in the game. And we're going to get a meeting on the mound. This is Calvin Culberson, the assistant coach of the Pirates, out to talk to Dylan Morrow. Meeting on the mound is through, and now Morrow will go to work on Constantine. 2 on, 2 out, top of the 8th. And the first pitch from Morrow is a strike. Dylan Morrow, 6'1" junior from San Luis Obispo, trying to keep this a tie ball game. Next pitch in the dirt, but gloved by Miller. Morrow tentatively slated to be among the Pirates starters this season, but seeing action here on the opening weekend in relief of Juan Vera. The 1-1 pitch hit foul down the right side, and it's 1-2. So the 1-2 pitch coming from Morrow to Constantine, down and away, and it's 2-2. Tried to get Constantine to chase one. The senior from Franklin, Massachusetts, transfer from St. Andrews Presbyterian, which is the alma mater of Armstrong head coach Joe Roberts. Swing and miss, strike three. Miller will have to throw down to first to complete the strikeout, which he does. And Morrow gets out of the jam. We go to the bottom of the eighth, still tied at 5. Will Thomas leads off the bottom of the eighth inning for the Pirates. Looks at a first pitch strike from Peter Schultz. He'll be followed by Mike Barnhill and Casey Maloney. As the next pitch is in the dirt, Pirates will love to score one here in the eighth and get through the top of the ninth and get an opening day win. But it's been really back and forth. Both teams coming up with some timely hits and timely plays. Next pitch is high and outside. Four of the Pirates' 5 runs have come with 2 outs. And 4 of the 5 Winston-Salem State runs have come with 2 outs. So the 3-1 pitch upcoming from Schultz to Thomas is high, ball 4, and the Pirates have the leadoff runner on thanks to the walk by Will Thomas. So that will bring up Mike Barnhill. Barnhill drove in a run with a sacrifice fly his last time up, so he's 0 for 2 officially with a run driven in. Shows bunt here and bunts it to the first baseman, Jones. Only play will be the tag. the runner Barnhill, and the sacrifice is successful. And Will Thomas is now in scoring position for Casey Maloney.
Center fielder, number 7, Casey Maloney.
And we're going to get a visit to the mound. And I believe we're going to have a pitching change for Winston Salem State. We'll tell you about it when we come back. You're listening to Pirate Baseball.
Now pitching for the Rams, number 3, John Markley.
The new pitcher for Winston-Salem State is senior right-hander John Markley. Carolina Beach, North Carolina native. Last year was 0-2 with a 3.99 earned run average in 18 appearances. Did have 2 saves. 29 and a third innings pitched for Markley in 2012. Gave up 30 hits, walked 19, struck out 25. And his job here is to try and keep this score tied heading into the 9th. Pirates have a runner on second and 1 out. We are in the bottom of the 8th. Peter Schultz went 3 and a third innings for Winston-Salem State. Gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, walked 1, struck out 1, and the runner on second, Will Thomas, is his responsibility. Casey Maloney leads off is the first batter to face the new pitcher, Markley. 0 for 4 for Maloney. He's grounded out 3 times and flied out once. A couple of times, though, the ground balls have been nice defensive plays by the Ram infielders. Markley's first pitch is outside for a ball. There is some action in the Armstrong bullpen. Chase Butler, the third baseman and closer for the Pirates, up. Of course, he is also in the hole, so if Maloney gets on, he'll have to come back and get ready to hit. Swinging a foul ball down the right side makes it 1-1 on the Pirates center fielder. Maloney, 10 doubles, a home run, 39 runs batted in last year, 20 for 25 in stolen bases, led the Peach Belt in runs scored, but trying to drive one in here, and that's a pass ball. That one goes off the glove of the catcher, Grassley, and that puts Will Thomas 90 feet away with the go-ahead run and just 1 out in the inning. So the infield comes in to try and cut down the runner Thomas at home. 2-1 pitch upcoming from Markley to Maloney. And it's fouled off, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch fouled off again. Maloney just trying to stay alive at the plate. try and drive it to the outfield. We've already had one sacrifice fly in this game from the Pirates in a similar situation off the bat of Mike Barnhill. 2-2 pitch hit into right field. This is going to be deep enough as Thomas tags, and without a throw, the Pirates will take the lead 6-5. So Chris Fritz will come to the plate. Bases are empty, 2 down, but the Pirates ahead now 6-5. Fritz has been on base 3 times today, singled in the first inning, walked in the third, reached on an error to lead off the 5th. First pitch to him is well high from Markley for ball 1. Because the pass ball, that run is unearned against Schultz as of now. But more importantly, it means that Schultz is now on the hook for the loss if the score remains 6-5. 2-0 count on Fritz. Next pitch is popped up, foul territory, out of play. Two-one pitch, Fritz shows bunt, and the breaking pitch drops in for a strike. It's now 2-2. Two-two pitch, down and away, and the count runs full. So the 3-2 pitch in the dirt, ball 4. And the Pirates have a 2-out base runner for Chase Butler.
Up to bat for the Pirates, third baseman, number 21, Chase Butler.
Butler was hit by a pitch his last time up. He is 1 for 3 with an RBI in the game. Have a chance to pad the lead for the Pirates heading into the 9th. We expect Butler to be on the mound to try and close things out. But here he swings the bat, try and extend the inning. First pitch swinging, ground ball to short. Martin to second, and that will retire the side. We head to the top of the 9th. Pirates lead it 6-5.
After the bottom of the 8th, your Pirates 1. Chase Butler. Now playing third, number 17, Mike.
We move to the top of the 9th inning. Chase Butler in to try and close it for the Pirates. So Butler moves from third to the mound, moving Mike Barnhill from second base to third base, and freshman Cody Sherlin from Ringgold, Georgia, takes over at second base for Barnhill. It'll be the top of the order for Winston Salem State, leading off against Butler, as Moore looks at a first pitch inside for a ball. Butler replaces Dylan Morrow, who threw 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, no runs, as Moore swings and misses at the Butler fastball. Morrow walked one, struck out two, and he's in line to win it for the Pirates here on opening day. 1-1 pitch, high for a ball, and it's 2-1. Moore 0 for 3 with a walk in the game today for Winston-Salem State. Fastball lifted into center field. Coming on is Maloney. Had him played perfectly, and he makes the catch for out number 1.
Up to bat for the Rams. Shortstop, number 7, Paco Martin.
So that'll bring up the shortstop, Paco Martin. 1 for 3 with a single in his last at bat. He also has a sacrifice. Butler's first pitch is a strike. 6-5, Pirates lead, top of the 9th. Looking to close it out and win on opening day against the Rams. Pitch in the dirt from Chase Butler is a ball, making it 1-1. Pitch, golfed to third. Barnhill throws on to first, and the Rams are down to their final out in the form of the catcher, Levi Grassley. Grassley 0 for 3 with a walk, struck out his last time up. Butler's first pitch is outside. 6 runs, 9 hits for the Pirates. 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for Winston-Salem State. Matchup of 2 NCAA regional teams from a year ago. And it's been everything as advertised in this one, between 2 teams expected to contend for postseason play again this year. 2-0 pitch from Butler is a strike, and it's 2-1. Again, these same 2 teams here tomorrow, 11 a.m. first pitch in the doubleheader. Wrapping up the 3-game opening weekend series. 2-1 delivery from Butler. Check swing, and the home plate umpire said yes, indeed. Grassley went, and it's now a 2-2 count. Two-two pitch from Butler. Breaking ball grounded foul down the third base side. So again, the 2-2 pitch from Butler. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and the Pirates win it in come-from-behind fashion, 6-5 here on opening day. Dylan Morrow's your winner. He improves to 1-0. Peter Schultz takes the loss for Winston-Salem State. He is 0-1, and Chase Butler picks up a save in his first appearance for the Pirates as a closer. And we will talk to you tomorrow morning from right here at Pirate Field, 11 a.m. first pitch for the Pirates and the Rams. Chad Jackson saying good afternoon from Savannah. Pirates win it 6-5.